Greetings everyone, my name is Etterville, and welcome back to my Let's Play of the Enchanted Cave 2. In the last part, I defeated the first boss, the giant jungle spider, and made it down to the 30th floor. So now it's time to continue on. For that, let's reorganize our inventory a little bit and equip everything that we need to. Like for example, we might as well replace our hard leather boots with these quality work boots. I'll be enchanting them soon enough. This is pretty good. And the obsidian shield will still hold. We still need an artifact chest plate though. Oh, here's someone. Emerald boots. Okay, let's buy some. Let's compare it to our quality work boots. Definitely better, although we switch our defenses around. So let's do it. Oops, sorry. Alright, let's talk to some people before we go back down. As the villagers are saying, things are getting a bit more strange. Like as this guy is saying, many people are going missing. Let's go back in the inn and see what's going on. As the people are mentioning, more people are losing. Everything seems about the same as usual. Let's see what he says. And the same guy as before talking about those blue berries. Still don't know how to get them out. Missing this month, 5. Alright, let's continue on where we left off. I'll be speeding up this portion as I'll actually be starting from floor number 10. I'll meet back up with you around floor 25 or 24. Mainly I'm doing this to get more ingredients and whatnot. So, before I go, let's actually get some of these upgrades. Magic. HP plus 20, but I'd rather take more defense. Good. Alright, we're all set. I'll meet you by floor 24 or 25. See you then. Alrighty then, I'm now in floor 23 of this game. What just happened in between is basically I was able to gain a level. So let's distribute these skill points. Let's see. Critical chance will be guys at this point, but yeah, I think I'll go with critical. There we go. So I basically got some nice new enchants. For example, I got the shiny bronze armor. I actually finally got a shiny steel gauntlets, but I decided to replace it in favor of these things instead. Like, instead of using my normal helm, which is better in terms of normal defense, I decided to just use the mage cloak as I really need more MP regen. Same with the tattered cloak and whatnot. So overall, here are my stats. Oops. So basically a 5% dodge chance, 40% critical, and most importantly 12 HP regen per defeat, 2 MP regen. Like I said in the previous episode, I finally got 9 points of bleed damage. So overall, we're in pretty good shape. Especially considering now my attack's high enough to actually nearly one-shot these enemies. Or attack them, or be able to defeat them fast enough in order to regain the 12th health between the monster encounter. So that's pretty nice. And of course, here are the same creepy crawlies that we saw in the last episode. I really wish there were some more MP items I could have now, as it would really boost up my crafting skills. The main reason why I'm not using so many spells and kind of refuse to use the Ice Slash, Fire Slash, etc. is because I don't have enough mana to really fling around. I do have quite a bit of mana potions and health potions, but even then, they cost a bit of money and are quite rare. Except with shopkeepers, of course. Ooh, another artifact chest. Let's see what it brings. Fingerless gloves. Secrets. I didn't see what I got. Oops. Oh, nice. Let's continue on. And because we already defeated the boss in the last episode, we won't be refighting it. Which is kind of unfortunate. Then again, it defeats level grinding fanatics and whatnot. No offense. Especially with the crystals at the end. Ah, good. We can now craft new things. Let's see. No, that's not what I meant. Let's see if I actually have any MP regen. If I have an MP regen item, I'll ditch the mage cloak for obvious reasons, as I really need more defense. Let's see. Oh, basically everything's enchanted, probably except this. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Let's do this again. There we go. Now we actually have the bleed enchant on this. We probably want the bleed enchant here. Or just add more defense. I'd rather just do it this way. Good. With that out of the way, I now have 15 bleed. Not all monsters will be weak against it, some are actually immune. For those who aren't immune to it, like here, it really speeds up the battles. Of course, like I'd like to do over here in this game, the greatest offense is the greatest defense. Especially with the limited resources here, the faster you can kill the enemies, the better. Remember, as if you die and you don't escape before then, you revert back to the save point before you entered the cave in the first place. So you lose all progress up to that point. Kind of risk reward. As I'm taking a more cautious route, as speedrunners would like to do a shorter run through it, as it's actually possible to do a minimum floor run or minimum cave run of this game. In the sense that you can escape the minimum number of times, like only 4 or 5 at max. Though that requires quite a bit of RNG help and manipulation, as it's quite risky and prone to failure if you're not careful and don't know the game mechanics. And of course, you're at the mercy of the RNG, as sometimes you can get some pretty good enchant drops, as well as artifacts, but other times you run dry, which is a problem in later parts of the game where elemental weaknesses and strengths become much more important. Like over here, we're starting to get introduced with all these elemental attacks and defenses. It'll become more important during the stage 40, floor 40, where we'll start to go into the ice caverns, where enemies start to get weak against fire, and so on and so forth. Let's see, more skills. Let's see, more mana would be nice. Yeah, where's the mana? Earth Strike, Earth Spike, Revealer, Light Beam, Dark Burst. Okay. I probably want to take some more magic right now. More mana, the better. Ah, good, another multi-stone. Combined with the stat gems, as well as the level upgrades, it really increases or speeds up the pace of this game, whereas otherwise without the stat gems, it'd be more of a classic grinder. Not really classic, it would be more like the standard SRPGs, or top-down dungeon crawlers. But with the combination of these stat gems, we have something more unique. In fact, in the original game, the only way you could actually gain stats was through equipment and stat gems. Here, the level living system was added as it provides a more, well, less random system of upgrading, permanently upgrading your stats. Ooh, what was that? Mithril knife. I'll do a sacrifice for this now. As the attack strength outweighs the benefits of the original katana, I'll just re-enchant this one to actually have HP regen. Almost there. Mithril vest. Or merchant vest, sorry. I'll have to hold off for that for now. I really need the MP regen. Ah, good, a lot of tortoises. Quite damaging, but they seem to be very slow. And quite easy to dodge, thankfully. Another secret. Training ring. What does it do? No thanks. It'd be good for speedrunners. Interesting. Okay, we're at 430 now. As I was saying in the previous episode, Bleed and Decimate are pretty good, which is why I actually enchanted some of my items for it. Let's get this fixed. Oh, finally. This fractal cabbage will actually provide the MP restore I've been looking for. And with that out of the way, time to remove that for a long time and replace it with the merchant vest. After all, it's temporary, but might as well get it better than the other one. Let's see if this guy has... Oh no, he doesn't actually have armor. That's unfortunate. Okay, let's just craft that then. Let's see where we are. Enchant... Fractal cabbage. Good. Should provide us with both of what I need. Let's see, and this mithril knife, the HP regen, and let's see, yeah, I don't need ice defense right now. You know what? I think I'll just take some light attack. If it didn't actually just take off the wrong item. It's kind of annoying when this happens. There we go. Alright, let's check our stats. I think we're in pretty good shape. So now let's just buy up all his potions. Oh, we have normal health potions now. These are better efficiency, so let's buy all of these. Alright, I think we're in good shape to go off several dungeon state. Let's do this. Temple spirits. I guess that light enchant will be helpful sooner than I expected. Kind of slow though, so that's pretty helpful for me. I guess we moved on from the insects and now moving on to the more animals of the jungle. With the snakes and reptiles team now. In fact, I think it's keeping true to the jungle temple team shown here, with all the ghosts, the bugs, and more of the jungle reptiles and turtles, as well as all these flowers and other things as well. Ah, that's interesting. I already got those emerald roots from earlier. Ah, turtle shell. Let's see what the crazy necromancer has to say. We might as well call him the necromancer now, as he's killed several people and taken their souls. So now he started the idea of this enchanted cave in the first place. It's pretty obvious by now that this old man turned necromancer, maybe not old, but this necromancer created this enchanted cave in the first place as a ruse to attract all these people. We'll be seeing how much more nefarious he becomes over the years. I really wish there was a faster speed up button for the battles. A fast forward button, basically. Thankfully, there's actually a fast button in combat, as in the original game, combat was basically set to the equivalent of slow difficulty here, especially near the beginning. There's a fast mode which is set to default, but I really wish there was a fast forward button. And maybe a slowdown button on demand for those tough boss battles. Let's see. Where is that? Silverge. I'm going to have to replace this as well. It's not too bad though. Let's do a comparison. Yeah, I'll take it. It's better than taking all those points of damage. Whenever there's this much weighted in terms of defense, I'll take it over attack. Or MP or HP restore. Ah, silver helm. If I can find another cabbage of that kind, and then I'll replace my helm. Otherwise, I'll be keeping with it. Yeah, keeping somewhat suboptimal equips for their regen stats. As regen is very powerful in this game, as I said before, mainly due to how rare these restorative potions are. Even if they aren't that rare compared to the shop last time, they're quite expensive until the later parts of this game. So, that's why I'll try always focusing on HP regen, MP regen, and attack. As if I can kill the enemies before they hit me, or at least before they actually do 15 points of damage, I'll always have a net positive. And I'll be going out of my way to kill everything on this floor, as all the HP is necessary, or all the XP is necessary for speeding up the game, or at least to reduce the number of back trips. But of course I'll be skipping some enemies which are kind of too off the line. Let's see... Really want to get that upgrade, then I'll finish and try getting more attacks. Once I exhaust the attack or warrior part of this skill tree, I'll move on to the mana potion. As I really won't be using too many potions. Mainly because they already work for one battle. I could increase the efficiency, but excluding maybe the final battles or a lot of enemies while low health, I really don't see the need of using them. Or using the Thief Tree. And gold is plentiful enough. I can see the need if you want to do a minimum dungeon run / speedrun of this game, but for a normal casual player, it's not as useful. Ah, good. Our palette swap of their friendly spider. Ah, blood spiders. Also, a demonstration here, these ghosts are immune to bleed as they're incorporeal. They're still weak against Decimate, once I actually get a skill to use it. Oops. There's the mini-map. I think I'm missing something. Or I just went right by the exit. As here. Oh, magic round shield. A mystic round shield. I would take it, but I really need to get re-enchanted first. I need to get a forge before doing it. I really wish there was more artifact items I could find here, so I wouldn't have to worry about it. As once I leave, I'll lose all these good items. I will have a safety net to go back on with all those artifacts, but even then. Oh, good, another cabbage. And hilariously enough, here's a forge. When we clean up all these, then I'll be going right there. Alright, time to pay visit to this forge. Let's see, obsidian shield, I'll replace it with the mystic round shield. Now I should enchant it. Another fractal cabbage. And some of both of these. Let's see what else. Merchant vest is pretty good. Silver chawes. Yeah, I should. Okay, silver chawes, time to enchant that as well. Ooh, nice. Probably should use more of those blue jungle berries. Night attack, MP restore, defense. I think I'll say this for defense there. Ah, this provides a nice enchant for all this health. I think I'll save it up for later. Actually, I think I should upgrade some things right now. Let's see. MP regen, this. Yeah, I need to upgrade this. Hold on. Let's see if I can find that. Especially with the higher stats, I really want to replace my 5+ with that. There we go. In fact, I actually want to rechant all of these with higher HP regen, but I want to conserve my mana. Especially at higher levels, all the stacking HP regen can get quite broken, excluding in the boss battles. As seen here, with higher HP regen, you have a bigger safety net. In fact, I could have just enchanted all my equipment with all those extra stats, which I probably should do one more at least. Like for example here, I can replace all these to 3s to 5s. And with this in mind, I can pretty much now actually have 8 in one, which makes me even more broken. Oh, I think we're actually in good shape for a long dungeon run today. More attack as usual. Oh. Good, a stone titan. I'll try to avoid these in the near future. Especially if there's a boss based right on it. But I don't think there is one. Or is there? I'm going to have to sell most of this junk when I get down to the next floor, actually. Might as well replace it with all these potions. I wonder what the green symbol over there is. Better take a look at it. Ah, it was worth it. Or stat gem. I think I should get some more attack enchants or something. As right now, I'm starting to take more damage and my HP regen enchants can heal up. Not too much of a problem right now due to all the potions I have right over here. Still. Well, that's funny. I just got a big upgrade. I'll be replacing it when I get my enchants. I want to end up with around 250 attack for the final boss, so... I'm still almost halfway there, but even then it's best to get prepared early. Well, I could go to the boss with a lot of potions, but... it's not really I'd rather just take the more honorable approach. Of course, what honor is here, considering so many enemies are here in the first place. And as alluded to in the first environment, after reaching the 5th floor of each respective set of 10, enemies can become more difficult. They're taking a ton more hits to kill. But we're almost out of here. Another secret. I'll be visiting it right there once I kill all these enemies. No. Ah, undead wolves now. Oh, these are quite damaging. Well, I keep repeating that statement with each new enemy I face, but in the end, once I get better equipment and stats, I'll triumph over them nonetheless. Because this is a rather straightforward dungeon crawler, most enemies can be taken care of with their elemental weaknesses, and enough potions and heal spells, as well as better equipment. It's not really more advanced like a strategy RPG, or where positioning matters more. It's a straight up slugfest. And the statistically superior are the ones who win out. So transmute. Oh, this is one game one ability I really wanted in this since the previous game. Being able to transmute any item to an artifact makes it really useful for keeping some items like the Merchant Vest, the Chawes, Mithril Knife, etc, etc. Especially with all the enchants and whatnot. I really wish I could get one more level to get it. Let's go over here and take the alternate route. Or make an alternate route. Just cleaning up this room, and I'll be escaping to the lower floor below. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, we made it to floor 40. So now it's time for a brief pause.